welcome back to the Captain's Coach. Appreciate you joining us again on day 2 of our 1,200 mile trip down the Tennessee and the Tenn-Tom waterway down to Bradenton, Florida. We started our trip in the last video over in Lake Guntersville on the Tennessee River, and we did about 55-60 miles on the last video, and we're trying to get to Pickwick on the Tennessee River, and that's where the turnoff to the Tenn-Tom is today. We have about 100 miles to do that, 80 to 100 miles, and then we're going to get on the Tenn-Tom and head south. We've got Mr. Steve here. He is the proud new owner of this 47 Carver. He just took possession of this thing yesterday. We drove up from Tampa to get on the boat and meet the previous owner, the seller. He's getting broke in, getting settled in, enjoying his new boat. How's everything going so far?
Going great.
Yeah.
Good training.
Picking it up already?
Yep. Feeling a lot more comfortable, not as scared.
He's been passing tows. He's been doing bridges. He's been doing locks. We've got 2 locks today, so we'll have some more lock action as well. But y'all come along for the ride. Enjoy the beautiful sights and sounds of the Tennessee River with us. The weather is 10 out of 10. Weather couldn't be any better. It's like 45 degrees at night, mid-70s during the day, no wind, sunny skies. It's been an awesome trip so far. Let me take you back to getting off the dock this morning. Steve did a great job pushing off. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
How'd you sleep?
Pretty good. Generator, I had to get used to that generator,
Oh, yeah?
but no, it was good.
That's good sleeping. Generator, AC going. It's cold as crap. Holy smokes.
Yep.
Oh, no fog.
Nope. Not yet.
Yeah, a little chillier on the water than we were on the hotel. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get your spring line and the stern line. I'll let you know when I'm on the boat. You got me?
I'm not doing anything until you get up here, so.
Okay. Well, you're fine. All right. Go ahead and give me a port reverse. That's it. Neutral. Good. Remember, in and out of gear, in and out of gear. You're good. Ignore it. Ignore it. Go ahead. Port reverse. Get it all reverse. I'll pull you straight away. Okay, now I'm going to let you do this on your own. You're going to get the boat to the middle over here in open water, and you spin it around and leave.
Yep.
There you go. I don't know why the autopilot keeps beeping. Just easy, no throttle, Steve. No throttle. Technique. If you need to turn, get one in reverse. Walk the boat all the way out to the
Dolphins.
Dolphins, yeah. Here, just sit down. Sit down. I'll go get your lines and fenders and put them all away.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, we got Steve getting his waterway books out, his guide out, so we can see what's coming mile by mile. Not sure how far we have until the next lock. Haven't routed it yet. But we're going to try to do 116 miles today to get to Bay Springs Lake. Apparently, Jamie Witten lock, they're working on that lock, and that's on the south end of Bay Springs. That is the biggest lock on the trip. That's an 86-foot drop. We're going down 86 feet. Apparently, they're doing some minor maintenance on it. Expect a couple-hour delay. Who knows, something like that. But we're going to try to get past Pickwick into Bay Springs Lake. That would be a really nice day 2. Make up a lot of time. But we got 2 locks to do today. Maybe 3. Definitely 2 locks we got to get through on the Tennessee River to get to Pickwick. Steve's settling in this morning. You're sore, huh?
Sore.
He's sore from all the up and down on this aft cabin.
Well, from moving in.
From moving in, yeah. Remember to use your autopilot. All right. Oh, he had some bacon and eggs. He's still working on them. Calm morning. It was cold this morning. 20 miles to Wheeler Lock, and then right after that is Wilson Lock. So hopefully we don't get delayed too much. Bay Springs Lake is 110 miles away. I doubt we'll make that if we have any lock delays, but hopefully we'll get to Pickwick at least. Find a place to anchor in the lake there. So we're just chugging along at 8 knots. Steve didn't sleep last night at all. The generator bothered him. He doesn't like the generator running.
I'll get used to
I love the generator running.
I'll get used to it.
Definitely don't need the generator running because you don't need to run the ACs right now. It's cool as can be. No, we may shut it off tonight, but it's a Kohler gen set. You remember what it is? A 15 kW?
I don't remember.
Or 16 kW? It's probably one of those two.
I was getting a little exhaust too.
You were getting exhaust?
A little bit, I could smell it. I don't know if the air conditioner was pulling it in or what the deal was. I could smell it just a little bit,
Really?
especially when the air was running.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, the exhaust goes, well, the wet part of the exhaust goes under the boat, I think, but the dry, they split it, right? And then it goes, half of it goes through a through hole above water as well.
Oh, okay.
So like
that's what it was then.
You can feel, you can smell it.
Yeah. I bet the wind was blowing right into it.
Could have been, or it could have been against the dock. So the CO meters worked, right?
Yeah.
Which doesn't really give off. Diesel exhaust doesn't give off much CO, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. But
So why do you use autopilot in tighter quarters like this rather than just using the wheel? What's the reasoning behind that?
well, I mean, when there's nobody coming, like you got a big wide river here.
Yeah.
You know, we got, I don't know, what is that? 400 yards, 400 yards,
at least
wide.
Yeah.
Just run a straight line. It lets you take your mind off of it. It allows you to focus on other things instead of steering the whole time.
Right.
Trust me, if you steered the entire time for 100 miles all day, you thought you were tired yesterday? Yeah, you will be shot. So just let the autopilot run in a straight line until the next curve. Take it off, adjust your heading, put it back on, and it just makes the day a whole lot easier.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you can only do that if somebody's not coming.
Yeah, I
you got
like
a tow coming. but-
remote autopilot makes a big difference. I'm gonna switch to that here in a minute.
Yeah. But you know, see how you're hugging the reds right now? Eventually we need to kind of adjust a few degrees and get back over there to that green side in case a tow comes.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a big deal. We can see for 4 miles, but I use this in the ICW.
Do you really?
If I'm on a mile stretch of the ICW where it's a straight line,
Yeah.
boop, easy.
Is there a rule that it's just like driving on a road? We should be toward the right side of the channel?
Yeah.
There is, okay.
Well, it's not a rule. It's not a law.
It's a thing.
It is a guideline. It is I literally can't think today. It's a
unwritten rule, maybe?
Yeah, it's an unwritten rule. It's like a highway. A port-to-port pass is generally what you want to do. Steve and I were talking earlier. We got to get a handheld radio for the boat, via a handheld VHF, because it's good to monitor different channels. So the tows are monitoring 13 and 16 on the river. They're communicating on 13 between themselves. So if you got a tow coming, they're going to be on 13 or 16. Then your locks are on 14. Then your bridges, I think, are on 13 up here. Yeah, last night was 13, I believe.
Yeah.
So you kind of want a radio on 13, then you want a radio on 16, and then you might want a radio on the lock on 14, but you might want to keep a radio on 13 as well. So have two VHFs ready, maybe 3, and that way you can monitor different channels. Wheeler Lake. Coming up on Wheeler Live. Wheeler Lock, Wheeler Lock, Wheeler Lock, Wheeler Lock. Here we go again.
Hey, Sweater, back go ahead, Cap.
Hey, good morning. 47-foot pleasure craft downbound. Requesting your next lock.
Hey, Roger, was you one called earlier there, Cap?
What do you mean earlier? Like a few minutes ago?
Yeah, about 30, 45 minutes ago there.
No, sir. Wasn't us.
Hey, Roger, there, Cap. Yeah, right now I'm pulling out a towboat, and I got another one coming up there. How far are you out with GTA?
5 minutes. We're right here at the gate. We'll hang tight.
Yeah, Roger, there, Cap. Yeah, you're looking at a couple hours here, probably at least. This other towboat here coming up. He's got a time frame. He's got a hit indicator, so I'm gonna try to get both of these up there, and I'll have another pleasure craft riding down with you once I get you, Bill, get you in there.
Roger that. We'll watch some TV. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Roger, there, Cap. Just stand by on channel 12 for me, and I'll holler when we're ready.
Copy. Thank you. There you go. 2 hours.
That sucks.
Yeah, because what they do is these barges are on schedule, right? So if they're coming up river, but they're still 10 miles away, they're gonna wait.
Wow.
Yeah, they're gonna wait. Yeah. So we might as well just pull it back and drift. Well, good time to practice your fenders.
Yeah.
So I guess just go ahead and set them up for starboard. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess. You can set them up for port, practice your clove hitches, get them rub rail height, all that good stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh, you need 2 hours.
Yeah, that's a delay right there. That's a good old delay. I mean, that's normal, honestly.
At what point do you just put the anchor down and say forget it?
Yeah, I mean, we could, but we'd have to move back here into one of these creeks. I mean, it's 44 feet. Putting your anchor down in 44 feet.
Yeah, that's
because you know what there's down there, right?
A bunch of shit, right? Trees.
Yeah,
Flooded it.
timber. Yeah, timber. So.
Well, we'll just drift away.
Yeah.
That sucks. You feel comfortable leaving the boat like this, or
Oh yeah.
coming down and
just,
do some rope tying with me?
Yeah, we'll just let it drift. What do you want to work on?
I want to work on a quick clove hitch for these fenders, because so like that one, that's good. I can just leave that there.
So look, you said a quick clove hitch. It should always be quick. Okay, so we're gonna bring it up to about here for the lock. Okay, so you come around the rail, cross over, back up, keep it tight, tuck it under. That's it. And then look, if you want, so it doesn't slide, obviously, because this rail is awkward, just put another knot in it right there, and you'll be good.
Now it's above the rub rail. That's all right.
Yeah, well, it's not. So that's the rub rail for the swim platform. Rub rail's right here. Okay. So widest part of the boat at the stern is going to be probably right here where the belly sticks out. And then the other 2 or 3 will catch right here at the rub rail.
I'm gonna get the others and just practice for a while.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You just got to learn how to. You have to learn how to work with less line. You got all this line.
Well, that's a shorter line than the other 2 are.
But you don't need to use all the line. That's my point. You just have to pull that loop through. And you're done.
That's the problem too.
After 2 hours right on the money, the second barge is officially coming out. So we're about to ease in there for a portside tie and get through Wheeler Lock, and then hopefully get through Wilson Lock on a timely fashion. It's already 1:30, so that killed us bad, but that's how these trips go. All right, you want to go ahead and head down there? You can wear my West Marine life jacket if you want.
Where is it?
First one was 4 barges long, so I think he had to take his apart and go put them in, and then he had to put them back all together and then go out. So that happens a lot. They actually have to dismantle some of their barges, some of the tows, put them into sections so they could get them in the lock, and then they got to go back and tie up to them and then leave with them. So pretty interesting. Coming in. Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Put your line over the rail. That way it's not such a pain in the ass when it's time. You're under the rail. You need to go over the rail. You know what I mean? Right now you have to go through the rail and pick it. You want to have it ready. Yeah. Let me see. I can't see. Is it over the rail? Yeah, that way then you just throw it over the bollard and you go down to the clean. You're done. Now I'm on controls only now. A little bow thruster test. Just easing it up there. We're gonna go to this next one, okay? Next bollard. Oh, that's a ladder. My bad.
Latitude adjustment is secure.
Roger, Roger, Cap.
Oh, come on. There you go. Get it tight. Lady M is secure.
Roger, Cap. All right, here we go.
All right, got latitude adjustment next to us, some loopers. Guess they're on a side trip. 430 Silverton or 453? 453. Going down. Doors are open.
Weather locked to the pressure crash in the chamber. Y'all are good to go there. Appreciate your patience. Y'all have a good day and be safe.
Thank you, Lockmaster.
Latitude adjustment, you can go ahead. Port reverse, get the stern off the dock. Do all reverse here. If y'all are ready to go, you can go ahead.
Hey, Will, you said to go ahead.
Yeah, I told her on the radio to go ahead.
You didn't know that?
Oh, hey, Steve, can you bring that camera with you? And Wilson Lake, coming up on Wilson Dam. That was a 13-mile run between each lock. So we got to get through this lock. Look at those homes over there. That's awesome.
Oh, no, there have been some beautiful ones.
Been downstairs editing a little bit. Pretty lake. All right, you're running the boat on this one. I will stay here until you get to the wall, and then I will run down. But I'm not gonna leave you hanging. But we're gonna get the headphones on and do it right. That way I can talk to you.
So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
So if you're in the lock and you've got a lot of people in there with you,
Yeah.
you can't back out stern first
Yeah, you can.
because there's a guy right behind you.
Well, you just got to get the stern out far enough before you come straight back. You got to get the angle out.
Okay. You wouldn't just cheat.
Well, you could.
You could, but I don't want to learn that way. But I'm just saying that if
You
you're
could.
lying in there tight,
Yeah, you can give yourself a couple shots of bow and stern thruster and come off the wall, but you got to get off the wall enough to where your stern doesn't smack it when you leave.
yeah.
But yeah, if you didn't have any thrusters, then you'd use the fender on the boat and you'd pivot off the wall.
All right.
Shimmy it off. And of course, the screen is black. Alright, so we got one AIS. That's the pleasure craft in front of us that was in the lock. And then if we come all the way up here, we got another AIS, another vessel in the chamber at the lock, the Gilbert Taylor. He's 538 feet long. I don't know why it's not showing it now. It showed it a minute ago. And we have nothing after. Doesn't look like there's any tows after. So hopefully they lock that tow through, and then they can get us pleasure crafts in there, and we can be on our way. It's Steve's birthday too, by the way. Oh well, y'all know that. I posted that earlier. Lock this tow, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep, finally came out of there. So we're gonna ease on over here and hopefully make our 40 miles to Pickwick. It is now 3 o'clock. We'll have to hustle. Cooking dinner in the dark, maybe. Guys, remember, if you're coming to a lock, if you're locking, your fender's got to be rub rail height. A lot of guys, a lot of loopers and stuff, they're using big ball fenders. We're just using regular fenders because that's what came with the boat. If I had known there were only 3, I probably would have asked for a few more, but those big ball fenders are nice on the locks. It gives you a little bit more space there. I'm on the mic. I'm on the headset with Steve. Steve's gonna run the boat. I want to coach him through it while I got the headset on, and I'm going to do the line to the bollard. All right, good, Steve? You just keep running it with the wheel until you get closer. No, we're going to do port side across from him. Just parallel to him is fine. Now look, don't forget your position that you're in on your gear selector, okay? Know where neutral is. Make sure your rudder's centered on the autopilot. I would go ahead and do that now. Now you're just gonna walk it in. I need to get my line ready. Wouldn't that be fun if I fell in, huh? Then you'd be all on your own. You'd really hate me. Be great TV. Good, now go all forward. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Next one after this one. No, you're good.
Latitude adjustment is secure.
Easy on the throttle, Steve. You keep bumping that throttle. Stop doing that. No, you're not. You're going past gear. I can hear it. I can hear the exhaust kicking up. Don't make the mistake I did. It's the one after the ladder. You're at a good angle right now, okay? Now you need to start bringing the bow over. One forward for me. Do it. Which one reverse? Port. Good. Neutral. I don't think you did port reverse. Okay, give me an all stop real quick. Put both in reverse. Easy, Steve. See, you think you're in gear, but you're not. You don't even realize you're giving it throttle. Stop. You're in forward right now. Neutral. Okay. Yes. Okay. Put starboard in reverse for me. More bow thruster. Okay, neutral. More bow thruster. Neutral. Neutral, that's forward. Okay, good. Give me a little bump forward. That's it, neutral. Good. Give me a little starboard reverse. A little starboard reverse. Neutral. Good. I'm gonna loosen up just a little bit. All right, get on the VHF, let the lockmaster know that we're secure. All right, now look, the stern, because the wind's at our stern, is gonna try to come off the wall. See, it's already doing it right now. Your job is to just keep starboard in reverse and kick it back over. All right, guys, that's what the bollard, that's what the pin looks like. And you can see it moving in there. And it's floating. So it'll go down with the water level when he gets both gates closed and we start rolling down. He's already got the gate closed behind us, so it'll start dropping here anytime. But you stand here with the line like this, you do a little figure eight on the cleat, stand with it in case that gets stuck and then you have to get the line off quick. But Steve's keeping starboard in reverse, just off and on, just to keep us tucked over to the wall. Well, that was a pretty cool time lapse. We got open gates. We are home free for the 10th time. Let me get this line off real quick. Help Steve getting off the wall here. All right, we got our horn. Wait for them. Well, go ahead. You can at least go ahead and work your stern off. So what are you going to do to work your stern off? Okay, do it. No throttle, just bump it in gear. Right there, good. Okay, neutral. Okay, good. Give me an all reverse. Good, give me a port reverse again. Good, give me an all reverse. Another all reverse. Do it again. Good, all right, rotate the opposite way now. Port forward, starboard reverse. There you go, you just worked off a wall. If there's somebody directly behind you, then use your thrusters, or hey, you gotta bring that stern off even further. There you go. It's just good habits. All right, you're on the wheel now. Chill. Is that different to you? It's a little more color down here on the bottom. Steve says it's from all the waiting on the last lock. All the leaves changed. I got a couple over here waiting on us too. Yeah, that's a big friggin' lock. A marine trader and a Ranger tug, maybe. Cool little area.
Beautiful. Those houses. They went in there. Must be a free wall.
It's a marina. Like a big cruise boat over there. Looks like there's a room on each level. Got their own patio. What is it?
American Symphony.
American Symphony. I guess they just cruise up and down the Tennessee, huh?
I wonder if they gamble. Probably not.
I'll have to look it up. All right, about 6 o'clock. Sun's going down here soon. Steve's been at it. It's chilling out. I'm hellbound and determined to get to Pickwick. So we're probably going to swap here. Steve's going to go start dinner. And I'm going to keep us going through the dark. And maybe chug 2 or 3 hours to get us to Pickwick. Maybe past Pickwick. I don't know. We'll see how we're feeling, but we'll dial in the spotlight and the radar and the AIS and just keep on chugging. Pass some toes. Piece of cake. Pretty night out. Getting dark quick. But let me walk you through nighttime navigation on a river. A little different than other bodies of water. Main things you got to watch out for is floating debris, floating logs. Obviously, you got to keep in touch with your chart. Make sure you're following that main river channel correctly. We do have AIS, so if there's any AIS or if there's any vessels or tows coming with AIS, we'll be able to see that. And then as far as radar, I'll turn radar on. Is it going to do that much on an inland body of water like this? No, not really. But if you turn it on, the only way that I can turn it on and it would work and it would actually tell me information that was useful is if I zoomed it into about 1/8 to 1/4 mile. So if I zoom it into about 1/8 or 1/4 mile, I'll get a little bit of the bank over here and I'll get a little bit of the bank over here. But more importantly, I'll kind of see some things out in front of me to about that 1/8 or 1/4 mile. Once again, we're only going about 8 knots. We're not going fast. But if you're worried about it, you want to run your radar on top of the AIS and on top of using your eyeballs and your visuals and on top of using your chart, that's how you would do it. Zoom it in real tight. You don't need to have it out. You got to be able to get all the clutter out of the way. If you have it at a mile, there's too much clutter. You got all the banks, you're seeing everything. And it's not useful at that point. Use your, and that kind of goes for ICW navigating at night as well. Zoom that thing in. If you're running the ICW at night, zoom that thing in tight right around you. Totally different from offshore. Well, it's pretty dark. Not a lot of moonlight out tonight. We're just chugging along in the middle of the Tennessee River here, keeping an eye on AIS. I got my spotlight right here, so I'll click it on. and then I scan. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I just, every few minutes, I just scan. We got our flashing red to my 12 o'clock. My green's pretty far down, so it's not showing up yet, but basing everything off that red, that flashing red right now. We got a little turn in the river off that direction right now, but I just kind of put that down and scan, make sure there's nothing crazy. If you're worried about a log or anything, put it in the water there and shine the water. But once again, the chances of you actually seeing a log or something are pretty small. That's the risk of running the river at night. That's why most people don't do it, but we're doing everything we can. We're right in the middle of the channel, using all of our resources and paying attention. So we're trying to get to, I mean, we are in Pickwick. We've been in Pickwick for, I don't know, the last 10 miles, but we're trying to get to the turnoff of Pickwick to the Tom Bigby, the 10 Tom. That's where I'm trying to get. We'll find a little anchorage in there and settle down for the night. We got about a half hour, maybe 45 minutes till then. I think we're getting close. And that is the turn off, and then that's the 10 Tom coming on down here. So that's what we're looking for. You also have to be very smart up here about when you do this and when you do not do this. Obviously there's tows running up and down these rivers all day, 24/7, right? But if this area, you know, Tennessee, Alabama, we had a bunch of rain, you know, flood conditions, a lot of rain, the rivers would be nasty. When you get a lot of rain, it pushes all the logs and the sticks and all the crap off the bank and puts all that stuff in the middle of the river. That has not happened up here in the last month. So feel pretty confident about it, knock on wood. But that's always the risk. Rain would be a no-go for me if there was a lot of fog. Like if we're running tonight and we knew it was going to get real foggy, we would not do this. We'd probably just shut it down. But right now it's great conditions. It's perfect conditions to do this. All right, we just turned into Yellow Creek. That's Grand Mariner on our starboard right there. Very popular, very nice marina. Aqua Yacht is right up there, that second set of lights. So we're making our way. We're gonna anchor in Zippy Creek, which is up here on our ports. And what was sketchy is about a mile or two ago, at mile 216, right before the port turn into Yellow Creek, there was a deadhead. Couldn't tell if it was floating or stationary, right in the middle of the channel in 60 feet of water. And luckily somebody else reported it, and I was looking for it at that time, and it was literally about 30 feet off my port side, and I shined it with the spotlight, which is pretty sketchy. That would have ruined the night. Why is there a deadhead in 60 feet of water in the middle of the channel? A stationary one especially, who knows? Hopefully it was just floating and it will move on eventually. Alrighty, y'all. Well, we are anchored up here inside Zippy Creek. There's another sailboat back in here a little further, and I didn't want to get all up in his business, but we're at about 22 feet of water, probably put out, I don't know, 80 feet of chain, something like that. But here's where we are, right in the turnoff. That deadhead was right in here. Here's the turnoff, and then the Tom Bigby continues down. So we are primed and ready to go for the Tennessee, for the 10 Tom waterway tomorrow to get past Bay Springs Lake, see how far we can get. But we did good today. We got all the way where we needed to go. A couple hours in the dark. We're gonna set our anchor drag alarm using the app Anchor Pro and also monitoring Navionics with our tracking. But we have plenty of room to swing tonight. if the wind changes. But pretty peaceful little spot. We'll see y'all in the morning on the way down the 10 time.